Let's read. Messrs. S Traders and Messrs. T Traders were partnership firm and they decided to amalgamate. So we got to know from the very first line that we had two firms, and now these two firms are getting amalgamate and forming a new firm. Their balance sheet as under 31st March 2018 is given. So they have given the liability side and they have given us the asset side. We will see which are the external liabilities and which are the internal liabilities. Now creditors, bills payable. Tell me, creditors and the bills payable is the external liability or the internal liability? Correct. It is external liability. Very good. What will be the effect for the bank loan? If we have enough cash balance with us, we can directly subtract the bank loan ka amount from that cash. And bank loan is not my internal liability, students. Bank loan, bank se loan liya hai. It means I have taken it from the outsider. So it is my external liability. But if I have a sufficient amount of cash with me, then I can subtract that bank loan from the amount of the cash. Next one is reserves. Now reserves are bifurcated among the partners. And tell me, if the profit sharing ratio is not given, then this reserves will be divided in which ratio? Yes, it will be divided in the equal ratio. Next is the capital balance is given. Capital balance of Rajesh, Arun, Sham and Tikku is given. So capital balances will be written in the partner's capital account, credit side. Now, the assets are given. If the revised value of the assets is given in the adjustment, then they will be forming our purchase consideration, or else we will be transferring this assets in the realization account in the book value. Now let's read the adjustment. What they are saying: the amalgamation was made on the following terms. The new firm called Messrs. ST Traders decided to value the goodwill of both the firms at 18,000 each. Now see, the name of the new firm after amalgamation, the new firm will be STN Traders. Messrs. ST Traders. Now see, both the firms ka revised goodwill ka value is given of 18,000 each. So see, the old value was 11,900 and they have given us the revised value. So while writing down in the purchase consideration, we will be taking down the revised value of a goodwill. Next. Is it okay? Any doubt till here? No? Fine. For the S Traders, the new firm took the investment. Now see, S Traders ka investment has been taken over by a new firm and the debtors of the book value. Now see, investors and the debtors of the S Limited will be taken over by a new firm from the book value. So we have to record 14,000 and 12,500 as a book value. Premises at 75,000. Now see, our students, they are talking about the S Traders only. So S Traders ka premises will be revalued. Now the book value was given as 42,000. Now a revised value will be 75,000. So while writing in a purchase consideration, we will be mentioning that premises will be of 75,000. And the machinery 13,000. See, the old value of machinery, it is 21,000. It means now this value has become depreciated and it has came to 13,000. The furniture was not taken over by a new firm. So if the asset is not taken over by the new firm, then the partners will be taking over that asset. So if the furniture is not taken over by a new firm, who will take over this furniture? The partners of the S Limited will take over this furniture. Okay. Now this information, third point, is for the T traders. The T trader of the new firm take the furniture and the debtors at the book value. So even the T trader is taking the furniture and the debtor in the book value. So fine, we will be recording the book value while writing in the purchase consideration. Next is land and building at rupees 94,000. Just go to our old balance sheet and check. It is 70,000. Now our revised value is 94,000. So we will be recording 94,000 in our purchase consideration. investment was not taken over by the new firm. So when S Limited is not taking over the furniture, whereas the T trader is not taking over the investment. It means this investment will be taken over by a partners. So if the new firm is not taking over any of the assets or any of the liability, then the old partners will be sharing that asset. Now see students, always remember, if the profit sharing ratio is not given, then whatever would be the profit that we will be dividing in the which ratio, we will be dividing in the equal ratio. But when the assets are taken over and the even the ratio is not given, then always divide that assets in the capital ratio. Always divide that assets in the capital ratio. Now see, this furniture is not taken over, so we won't be dividing this furniture ka amount equally. We will be taking the capital ratio, that is 5:3. Same way, the investment is not taken over by a T traders, so we will not divide this equally, but rather we will take their capital ratio. So whenever the assets and the liabilities is taken over and the asset is not, this ratio is not given, what you will be doing? You will be taking the capital ka ratio and then you will be dividing this amounts. And if you want, you can even write down the note also, that we have divided the assets which are not taken over has been divided in the capital ratio. So after completing whole of the sum, even you can write down the note. Now let's move to our next part. The new firm agreed to take such a cash after payment of loan. See, even we did the yesterday's sum, even there also they have told us that the loan will be paid from the cash. In this sum also they are telling us the same thing, that loan will be paid from the cash, and after repayment of the this loan, what is the cash balance? That will be my net cash ka balance. So that will be recorded in the purchase consideration. Trade creditors, that is this creditors of each firm were taken over by the book values. So all just remember, they are taking over the creditors at the book value. So tell me, what about the bills payable? If they are only taking the creditors, so we will not take a bills payable. No, we will take the bills payable, and even we will take this bills payable on the book value, because trade creditors, yes, trade creditors do include the creditors as well as the bills payable, and we will take this on a book value. You are required in the T traders. Okay, so the list of the accounts which you will be preparing will be, just listen it carefully. First one will be your realization account in both the books, partners capital account which will be prepared again in both the books, a third will be your new firm account which will be prepared again in both the books, fourth will be your purchase consideration, and fifth will be your new balance sheet. So total headings will be the 5, but internally you have to prepare this first 3 accounts in both the books. So first we will start with the S traders, and same entries we will continue in the T traders also. So let's first draw the purchase consideration and find out how much a new firm is paying to the old firm. Now someone can tell me what was the formula for computing the purchase consideration? Yes, assets taken over minus liabilities taken over will give me the purchase consideration. So very first thing in the assets is cash, but always remember this, that you have to subtract the bank loan from the cash and then you have to write down the amount. So cash for S traders, the cash ka balance is 22,400. Out of this, you just subtract 14,000 and see. You will get 8,400. Same way, find it out for the T traders. The amount is 23,800 of the cash and the loan amount is 11,200. So I will get 12,600 for the T traders. Now next, let's see next. Now they have told us for the goodwill of the both the firm is 18,000. So next we will be writing down goodwill 18,000 each. Next is furniture. Now see, furniture, S traders is not taking over the furniture, but the T trader is taking over, this new firm is taking over the furniture of a T trader. So here we will be writing down the furniture, but we will write the amount only in the T trader ka column, that is 8,400. Next is investment and the datas are in the book value. Fine. So investment, amount of the investment is 14,000 and 11,400. Next is datas. Even datas are on the book value, so 12,500 and 6,400. Now let's see what is the next. Premises is valued at 75,000. So fine, let's write premises 75,000. Next is land and building. Land and building is for 94,000 in the T trader. So write down over here land and building. Next is machinery. Amount for the machinery given is 13,000. So we have recorded all the assets. We have taken all the assets now. One more thing. See, investment is not taken over by a T trader. So we won't be writing the amount of investment in the T trader ka book. Now, total of assets. You can write down over here A. And do the total for the S column. It is 1,40,900. And do the total for the T traders, 1,39,400. Now let's write down the liabilities. First one is creditors. So write down creditors. Creditors were taken on the book value. So 16,800 and 25,200. Next is bills payable. It is 7,000. So we have recorded all our liabilities. So write down total liabilities. Part. Take a total 23,800 and 25,200. And the last step will be purchase consideration. How you will get the purchase consideration? When you subtract the assets and liabilities, that is, subtract the liabilities from the assets and you will get the purchase consideration. We got a purchase consideration for both the firms.